How many goats do you have?
Just these two, and I've had them for about a month. So we were not as prepared as we'd hoped to be whenever we brought them home. We are currently working on making a makeshift house for them. Usually if it storms, we try to put them in our stock trailer just as a shelter. They escaped. We were ill prepared, but they've been fun and they've been a real learning experience. This is Almond, this is Clover. I think Clover is about 6 years old and Almond is around 4. They can live up to 14 years old.
How often do they kid?
In the spring.
Just once a year?
I don't know that you would want to press that any harder just because goats are very finicky.
I'm really excited about goats. I don't know that we will get them just because I've never been around a goat. Like my parents had goats and chickens and rabbits and all that stuff, but I was so young.
Yes.
Like I don't remember having that. And then we moved to the city. So do you guys have any questions, girls?
What do they eat?
What do they eat? They eat a pellet, which I fed them this morning. I feed them twice a day, and I try to make sure if I'm out here that I bring feed because...
Do they eat a lot?
Yes and no. They do, but they don't.
So sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
They're good snackers.
They're grazers.
Nibble and yes. I'd like to get them on a bigger form of grass and maybe even like some weeds. They do good with their hay too, which I need to get out and shave it because it's been wet. As long as you can keep like a decent feed for them and then a decent hay, they do pretty decent. They do good.
How often do you have to milk them?
It's up to you. So I milk them. I was milking them every 24 hours. I am weaning them because October is when they should be back in heat. And we are actually sending them to the billy goat. So I don't want whoever takes them to have to milk them.
And you get out of these two goats, about how much milk do you get a day?
It depends on Almond's mood, but I'll usually get anywhere from a half gallon to a gallon a day.
Wow.
So I milked them last night just because it had been over 48 hours and I got right under a gallon. So Almond was in a bad mood yesterday though, so I didn't get to milk her all the way. And she does not like being milked. She's a problem child.
Are you gonna keep her?
No.
You're gonna get rid of her and get a different one?
I'm going to let her kid and hopefully she will have a doe and then I can just sell her to someone who is willing to take on a challenge.
A gallon of milk a day, that's a lot of milk.
It is.
Does it cook the same?
It's different. I try to cook it at a lower temperature because it can scald easier and it can burn actually a lot easier than cow's milk would. So one of our favorites here at the house right now is mac and cheese. The kids love it. Addie drinks the heck out of it. She loves it. I tried to make butter the other day. It doesn't set up to me, which maybe I didn't have enough cream, but it doesn't set up like cow's milk would.
Okay.
So I let it on my stand mixer for half an hour and it still was not. So
wasn't doing it. So how do you milk them? You have to show me this process.
Well, let me get set up.
I'm going to see how she does her setup and then she's going to let us milk her goats.
I have fly spray, especially during summer. It helps keep them from stomping whenever I'm milking them.
Oh, okay.
I have a bucket of feed, just something I offer that gives them something to do and they're not focused on me. A sterilized jar with a lid. I usually put cheesecloth on top.
Just to filter it, sort of?
Filter it a little bit. I've kind of started to stop that just because it was an extra step that I filter it after we're done. I have a leash that I can buckle to itself just to help keep them in the stand. And then I have baby wipes right now. We also make our own just to clean off their teats.
Is there a specific thing that you need to use to clean it off?
Water.
Soap and water.
Yes. Baby wipes work. We're going to do like a soap, vinegar, and water spray once I get through with the baby wipes and try see how that works for the girls.
Do chickens have ears?
Ooh, that's a good question. They do. I'll see if I can catch one here in a little bit.
She's going to show you the chicken's ears. You have to catch one first. But they do. They can hear you. Good question. How many goats do you want?
12. 3.
3 goats? Is that what you call it?
Actually, a head shoot. We have used it for our pigs. It is what I'm using currently until we can figure out how far we're going to go with the goats. we eventually are going to have a milking stall, and it'll either be in a building or we'll have it like something that has a roof on it.
Okay, so if you was to have goats and keep the baby, what do you let the babies eat first and then you milk what's left, or how does that work?
You just stay on a schedule, and the babies will get what they want, and then you can milk them, and that'll actually egg on their production for milk. So the babies will still get what they are needing, and then you just hand express and help give them relief mostly.
Almond has a green collar.
Yes, and Clover has the blue. They are actually registered, which I am not 100% sure on all of that, because the girl I bought them from said, here's their papers. And
You have to register a goat?
I don't know.
Like
that
a dog?
You have to, but you do.
Oh.
I have learned so much about these guys in the past month. During the summer, they have a goat show, and there are top-rated goats from all over the world that are papered, and if you buy one from one of the top-ranking goats, they're actually more expensive.
Oh, wow. There's a lot to having animals. Like, there is a lot. So have you ever had them get out and like be standing on top of your car?
Not these guys. We had some Nigerian dwarfs, which are the itty bitty ones, and they were in the back of our truck.
The Nigerian dwarfs, are they?
They were for fun.
They were just for fun. Okay.
I don't know if people actually do milk them. I'm sure you could if you wanted to, but I don't think they're in the top.
We want ones that we can get milk from. What if you don't like the goat's milk?
Well, then I'll get one.
We'll see if Alyssa will let us try some.
Oh, yeah.
I'll like 5 some milk.
You want to try some of the goat's milk? What about you, Josie?
You want to try the goat milk?
You want to try some of the goat's milk?
Yes.
Yes.
Typically, I'm going to wipe my hands first, just if I've got anything on them. I get it. Sometimes people will spray their spray on the tea and then they'll wipe it off. So I take and put it in my hand, and then, which she is not a big fan of it, and then just try to get everything off of the teat. You definitely want to make sure that the white part of her teat is clean, because that's where the milk is going to come out of. And I am just going to do this one because she is not ready to be milked yet. I take my hand like a C and I pinch these two together, just so I have a good grip. And then you take this and you just squeeze. I'm going to tuck this, but I don't know if she thinks it's comforting, but if I'm touching this leg, she will not generally kick me. I'll say that, and she'll do it today. But
Does she get fed while she's doing that?
yes, there's feed up there for her, but like I said, it's not our normal nurse time, so she's like, what the heck is going on? So whenever I said I put a cheesecloth on top here, their fur or their coat will come off while you're, just like we shed, they shed. So it will get into this, and then you will have to filter it before you put it, before you put it into the fridge. I was told from the girl that we purchased them from that the quicker you get the milk into the freezer, the fresher it will taste. It will not have the goaty taste. Yeah, you want it to get it, I think she said 45 degrees is how cool you want to get it the fastest. I'm going to let you guys try.
Do you want to try? Was that cool or what, Josie?
Yeah.
You just milked a goat. How
When we do this, I want
cool.
this to be my chore. When we
You
this, I want
do.
this to be like this.
And then you pinch it.
Cool.
So.
It's okay. Good job, Bella.
All right, Megan,
what do you
it's your
think?
turn. just wiping her off so if she goes and lays down and there was any milk on her teats, she doesn't get an infection. And with these guys, when they get mastitis, it's because they laid down and they got a bacteria in their milk duct, and it caused an infection. The first day that I milked these guys, which Almond was going nuts, I didn't have them set up in the best setup to milk. I just did what I thought would work, and it did not work the first time, so we've trial and errored a lot. 2 hours, and that was to get a single quart. So then I milked them the next morning, and it took me an hour and 45 minutes, I think. I just got the same amount, and I still was not getting what this girl had said she was getting. And now I can milk both of them within 30 minutes, so depending on her mood. And these guys, if they are satisfied, if they are happy with everything that is going on in their life, they don't belt. Like normal goats, all you hear is the time. And these guys, if we're outside playing and they're not outside and they want to be out of their pen, they will belt. But at night we don't hear them. In the morning we don't hear them. If I come out to feed, they'll give a little, but...
So if they're happy where they're at, they're not going to throw too much of a fit.
Right.
Makes sense,
good.
yeah.
So one thing about these guys is they are not supposed to have grain.
Okay. Yeah, what kind of feed do you feed them? Just
Pellets is what they get. We get it from Flora, actually. And they do really good on it. The girl that I bought them from said that the feed that they feed with is actually super hard to find. A lot of places don't carry it. Strictly for dairy goats.
Oh. So goats, do they have any kind of like supplements they have to take or anything like that?
I give them a supplemental mineral.
A mineral?
And that's what Lauren fed them. So she was like, yeah, which it just gives their diet something more. They can get deficient super easy, depending on like your water or the type of ground they're on. If they don't have grass or weeds or anything that they can munch on, they can get deficient super quick. So I'm not 100% sure what all they can get deficient in, just because I'm not seasoned. But
you've just had these this year, right?
Just this month.
This month. Oh, wow.
July 14th. So I've had them a short amount of time, and it has been a learning curve.
Well, it kind of is probably nice. You said the lady you got it from, she can probably help you out, answer any questions and stuff like that.
She actually has, I want to say 4 or 5 different pens that her goats are in, and she rotates them, and she keeps her billy goat in a separate place than what her girls are. And
you've not had to do electric fencing or anything like that with them?
Not yet. My plan is whenever we get the new fence up, which we're going to get an actual goat fence instead of this, is to put a strip around the top until she acts like she's not going to escape.
Yeah. Okay, I want to thank Alyssa at Botkin Farm for showing us around. She showed us some pigs, some little piglets. We got to see some turkeys, which were kind of freaky, her chickens, and we even got to milk a goat. So this is so cool. I'm so glad that she let us be a part of this. So if you can know somebody that has a farm, you can get a little bit of experience or just get familiar with animals. This is a great way to start getting knowledge before you even get your homestead. So I suggest you doing that. Thank you again, Alyssa, for letting us come out. We look forward to maple syrup tapping. She promised us that, so we're going to hold her to it. We're going to come back and tap some trees. Yeah. So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Come back and make sure you like and subscribe. See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Bella first. Bella, you want to try first? Your first sip of goat's milk and see if you like it. Is it good?
That's really good.
Josie, now you try.
I'm just scared. It's just milk. Good? Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna like it.
Am I gonna like it? But it's delicious. My grandpa, when my oldest sister was young, they thought she had leukemia.
Okay.
And my grandpa swore by goat's milk and said that goat's milk would cure her. And they put her on it and she got better. Here we go, we're gonna try it out. That's really good. It kind of resembles cow's milk a lot.
I never even remember what cow's milk tastes like.
Yeah, we haven't had cow's milk forever. Like this is the closest to dairy we've had.
Really?
It does really resemble a lot like cow's milk though, I feel like. I don't know. From what I can remember cow's milk, I don't know. So we just left the Botkin farm. I'm so happy that she let us come and tour her farm. We got to actually sample some goat's milk, some of the cheese that she made. She even gave us some bars of soap that she made out of goat's milk. We got to see her chickens and her pig operation. Girls, what was your favorite part of the farm tour?
My favorite part was probably where we milked the goats and we got to try the goat's milk and the goat cheese.
What about yours, Josie? What was your favorite part?
My favorite part is two favorite parts. I like the same as Bella's and when we milked the goat. Yeah, milked the goat.
You liked tasting the goat's milk and milking the goats? Is that what you liked the best? What about the chickens? What about pigs? Y'all want pigs? No. You want piggies?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So thanks for watching. We are going to go back out there again maybe sometime and do some maple syrup tapping. So I appreciate you coming along with us on our homeschool farm tour, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Tell them bye.
Bye.
Bye.